Have you ever read a story about someone who completely changes their life? Today we're going to explore a wonderful tale about just that. It's the story of a man named Jimmy Valentine. Jimmy was very good at something, but it wasn't something to be proud of. He was a safecracker, a person who could open any locked safe without a key. Because of this, he spent time in prison. When our story begins, Jimmy is just getting out. He has a chance to start over, a chance to choose a new path, but sometimes, old habits are hard to break, and the world is watching to see what he will do next. After leaving prison, Jimmy goes back to his old apartment. It's almost like he never left. He finds his special set of tools, the finest safe-cracking tools in the country. They are shiny and new. They represent his old life of crime. It would be easy for him to go back to what he knows best. Soon, reports of new robberies begin to appear. Safes are being opened with incredible skill and no one can figure out who is doing it. But one person, a detective named Ben Price, knows exactly who it is. He knows Jimmy Valentine's style, and he begins to hunt for him once more. When Jimmy Valentine arrived in Elmore, he had no plans to stay for long. He stepped off the train, ready to scout the town for his next target. But then, he saw her. A beautiful young woman named Annabelle Adams was walking out of the town bank. The moment their eyes met, something inside Jimmy shifted. It was like a door opening in his heart that had been locked for a very long time. He forgot all about opening safes and running from the law. All he could think about was this wonderful person and the good, honest life she represented. It was love at first sight, a powerful force that stopped him in his tracks. This one moment changed the entire course of Jimmy's life. He decided right then and there that he was done with his criminal past. He wanted to be worthy of Annabelle's love. So, he didn't leave Elmore. Instead, he created a new identity for himself. He called himself Ralph D. Spencer. He opened a shoe store. He worked hard every single day, building an honest business and earning the respect of the townspeople. He was no longer Jimmy Valentine, the wanted fugitive. He was Mr. Spencer, a kind and successful businessman who was making a real home for himself. Just before his wedding, Jimmy, now known as Ralph, went to the bank with Annabelle and her family. Annabelle's father was very proud of a brand new safe he had just installed in the bank's vault. It was the latest model, with a special time-locked door that was impossible to open from the outside once it was closed. Everyone gathered around to admire it. At that moment, Jimmy was carrying the suitcase with his old safe-cracking tools, which he planned to give away later that day. Then, the unthinkable happened. While the adults were talking, two little girls, Annabelle's nieces, were playing a game of hide-and-seek inside the big open vault. In their excitement, one of the girls accidentally pushed the other one inside and swung the heavy door shut. The bolts clicked and the time lock began to engage. Suddenly, a playful moment turned into a terrifying crisis. The little girl was trapped inside the airtight vault, and no one knew the combination. In that moment, Jimmy Valentine faced the most difficult choice of his life. He knew he could open that safe. He had his tools right there with him. But if he did, he would reveal his true identity. Without hesitating for more than a second, Jimmy made his choice. He calmly took off his coat, rolled up his sleeves, and got to work. As everyone watched in stunned silence, Jimmy worked with incredible speed and precision. The tools in his hands were like a surgeon's instruments. Within 10 minutes, a task that seemed impossible, the heavy bolts of the vault door slid back. The door swung open and the little girl was brought out, safe and sound, into her mother's arms. The crisis was over, all thanks to Jimmy. As he reached the door, a man was standing there, blocking his way. It was the detective, Ben Price, who had been following him and had witnessed the entire event from the shadows. And with those words, Ben Price turned and walked away, leaving Jimmy standing there, a free man.